before. So like I said, during the time when Errol Musk claimed to have stake in these mines in Zambia, there was a lot of illegal mining operations happening. There was a major rush when people realized that Zambia was rich in emerald deposits. And not only were illegal mining operations taking place, forced labor was happening. Amateur miners were coming in and destroying people's land. It was really out of control, so much to the point that the Zambian government had to get involved and oversee all mining operations that were happening within these mines in Zambia. Eventually, the Zambian government had to fully restrict any mining activities that went on in Zambia to only be allowed to happen by the residents who lived near those mines. That way that the gems that were coming and being mined out of Zambia, profit made from those gems could go back into the government of Zambia so that it could go back into the people, instead of just a bunch of random people coming in from who knows where to drain them of their resources that they should have every right to be able to put back into their own people. I think the reason that the Musks act increasingly nervous about the topic of the emerald mines is because the Zambian government has become increasingly vocal about the exploitation of the mines that occurred in the 1970s through the 1980s. The reason I also think they act so weird about it is because we know factually his family's wealth was not only bore from apartheid, but it leaves room to wonder, was this family's wealth born out of slave labor as well? Anyway, moving on. After Errol Musk and May Musk divorced, in 1992, Errol Musk would go on to marry another woman named Heidi, and the couple would go on to have two little girls together, Alexandra and Aisha Rose. At the time that Errol and Heidi got married, Heidi had a 4-year-old little girl from a previous marriage named Jana. So at the time when Errol would have met Jana, she would have been about 4 years old and he would have been in his mid-40s, as they have a 42-year age gap. Here in this photo, you can see Elon Musk with his half-sisters, Aisha Rose and Alexandra, and on this side is his stepsister, Jana. In this photo, you can see Errol, Heidi, Aisha Rose and Alexandra, and Jana. After just a few years of marriage, Heidi and Errol would divorce, but Errol was still an involved parent in all three girls' lives. About 20 years after Errol and Heidi divorced, Errol would begin a romantic relationship with his stepdaughter, Jana. Like we talked about, Errol's here, Jana's here. These are the younger sisters. So before we get into the age gap of it all, I want you guys to understand, Errol Musk began a physical romantic relationship with his stepdaughter, who he met when she was 4 years old and is biologically related to his two children, Aisha and Alexandra Rose, who are the half-siblings of the rest of his children, Elon, Kimball, Tosca. This is a group of children whom even post-divorce remained very close, like siblings, and Errol decided to begin a romantic relationship with one of them. In 2018, the story officially broke that Errol Musk was in a committed and romantic relationship with his stepdaughter, who he met when she was 4. It was discovered that the year prior, in 2017, Errol Musk and his stepdaughter, Jana, had given birth to a child together. The following year, after the world was informed about this relationship, in 2019, Errol and his stepdaughter gave birth to a second child together. Here in this photo, you can tell just how close all these girls are in age. Errol's biological daughters that he had with Heidi are not far apart in age from Jana, their half-sister, who is in a romantic relationship with their father. So yes, Errol Musk indeed has two children with his stepdaughter and his children's biological half-sister. Disgusting. And Errol has defended his actions, saying that this is all just a part of God's plan. As we know, like Elon, Errol is very pro-natalist. It's kind of interesting because similar to Elon Musk, Errol Musk often echo sentiments that encourage selective breeding. He does not like to refer to it as eugenics, only survival of the fittest, and only the best genetics should be bred alongside the best genetics. But I think when we take a step back and take a look at both Errol and Elon's families and the views that they hold towards reproduction, it's becoming more and more obvious what these people view as superior genetics, because Errol Musk has reproduced with family. right? And Elon Musk has at least 350 baby mamas, right? And then screams at us to engage in conservative family values while also spewing conflicting pronatalism arguments. I think that they are just not able to say the part out loud that they want to. Because of this situation, Elon briefly and performatively, in my opinion, cut ties with his father and called him the most terrible human being on the planet and said that he was an evil, evil man. The two have since reconciled, and Elon has publicly shared that he does financially support his father in large, so it seems like things must be okay. So now hopefully you all have a better idea of the mom and dad who created this grotesque soul who is Elon Musk. I think it's very important that you understand where Elon Musk came from so that you are able to clock his lies in real time when he tells you that he came from nothing, just like you. I feel like I have successfully laid the groundwork to begin a visceral and never-ending deep dive on Elon Musk. So give me a couple of days and I'll have that up for you guys as soon as possible. But hopefully this gave you a better idea of where Elon Musk actually came from.